Hey there, today I'm going to walk you through how I run a $1 million online consulting business without taking a single sales call or front-end client calls myself. And I spent years struggling to figure out the right model to do that, and here is exactly how I finally did it. Because up until now, you have also probably thought that scaling your expertise only meant creating a cheap online course and selling it with ads and emails, or that if you are offering high touch, deep expertise, the only way to deliver it is one-on-one, and that you are the only person who can do it. But what if I told you that it's actually possible to combine the best of both worlds to deliver high touch coaching or consulting, but in a scalable way? Because today I am going to show you exactly how I made it happen. So when I first started, my goals for my expertise business were quite small. So 6 figures a year, maybe 200,000 if everything went really well. Then actually I had a mentor who said to me that you could build a $1 million business with this. And that completely expanded the way that I thought and thought about the business. Because once your mind has been stretched to the new possibility, you can't really go back. And from that moment, I knew that I wanted to build a €1 million or $1 million business. And I knew it meant two things. I needed a premium offer and I needed a team, because I never pictured myself doing it all alone, selling, delivering, managing. I had also just had my first child and we wanted to have another baby, and now I have two. So I never wanted to do everything on my own. But I also had no idea what the exact model looked like. When I had started my business back in 2020, I wanted to build a completely passive digital online business, just courses sold through ads and emails and with funnels and all of that. Like, that is what I saw people doing. No calls, no client delivery. But then I quickly realized that to separate myself and actually make an impact and get better results for the clients, the market did need interaction. And I actually didn't have any idea of high ticket offers or anything like that. I actually found out about it in Sam Owen's like really legendary consulting accelerator course in 2021, quite at the end of the year. And I knew that, okay, this is what clients wanted. They wanted the guidance. And even that consulting accelerator program back in the day, that didn't offer that kind of guidance, like one-on-one. And the key insight for me was this: like, it doesn't have to be me. I didn't need to take the sales calls, or I didn't need to be on all of the client calls. I could design the business so that other people handled those roles and did even a better job at them than me. So that is when everything shifted. And the method that I then built, and now after years of experimenting and scaling my own business to 7 figures, and what we now also teach to our coach and consultant clients, and I'm in the process of also writing a book about, because I don't think there is anything like this still in the marketplace, is what I call the Smart Scale framework. So it has 3 stages, and the stage number 1 is identify the product market fit. So nothing else matters until you nail this. I spent a year thinking about what could I offer with premium pricing. And when I finally committed to building my first premium offer, I killed everything else. So I was doing podcasts, I was launching mini offers every single month at one point. I had random B2B projects. I shut it all down. I said that I will make this one premium offer work. And my first milestone wasn't even a revenue target. It was to get 5 clients for this new offer, no matter how long it takes. And I remember this shift even in my mindset and in my thinking that I had until then. I had just been like chasing these revenue like milestones. But at that moment, when I focused only on that, getting those 5 clients, and said no to everything else because opportunities they start coming when you make decisions like that, and I had those too, everything changed. And within a month, I didn't just get 5 clients, but I had over 30 clients. So I made more than 60,000 in sales for my new $2,000 high ticket offer. And like I made the previous year 78,000 in a full year. And now I made 60,000 in such short period of time. So this really was the first time. And after 2 years of not being able to even pay myself a salary from my business, I finally felt financially successful. And that was the moment that I knew that I had found a product market fit. Like people wanted what I was offering. They wanted it with that price point that I was offering it with. And I was in my head thinking that I can't be, like I need to offer new things, and like I can't be selling the same thing months after months and like year after year. But still, 4 years later, we are still selling the exact same offer, only at a higher price now, and clients keep coming every single week. And if you want to clearly see where you are on this journey, I created this table, and this table that shows the exact scaling steps from the very beginning all the way to 7 figures. So for every stage, it lays out what it enables, what it requires, what are the bottlenecks, and what must be in place before moving to the next level. And also there are my own notes from all of those phases that you can check, and that, okay, well, this is exactly what I'm experiencing right now. It's totally normal, and it's just part of the scaling journey. So the link is in the description, so grab your own table from there. And let's go to the stage number 2. So stage number 2 is systematize with scalable structures. Once you have demand and you have the premium offer that sells every single week, the next step is to build systems. Because without systems, you don't really have a business. You just have a chaos that depends on you. And for me, this meant one thing. I had to make sure that everything around my offer could run in a repeatable way. So I set up clear processes for how we generate leads, how those leads were converted into clients, how every client was onboarded, and how the delivery happened. And here's the important part. I was still taking sales calls myself at this stage, but I didn't see it as like I hate doing this. I saw it as refining my sales process so well that someone else could eventually take it over. So every single call that I took at that time, I treated as a test. I improved the script. I noted what worked and what didn't, and I knew that this was only temporary. I had a very clear milestone in my head. So once I could use this system to generate at least $20,000 a month consistently for 3 months in a row, that's when I would hire my first team member. So this stage is about one thing and one thing only: proving that your offer and your sales process are not just working once, but working systematically. Because once you've proven that, then you're ready for the third stage, which is people. So stage 3, buy back your time. And here is exactly what I did. So my first hire was an assistant, like a VA, handling DMs, booking calls, and managing small tasks like translations and writing some documents. Then I brought in a support coach to take group calls and remove client delivery from my plate. And finally, a closer, someone to handle sales calls for me. Within 6 months, I no longer had to take sales calls at all. And now looking back, every time that I went back to taking sales calls myself, because I felt that I needed to do that for some reason, it actually slowed the business down. Because once you've delegated something, going back means that you are stuck in the old role again, and you can't move forward by doing that. So that is one of my biggest lessons. Delegate once and do it so well that you never have to take it back. And listen, you might think that leading a team will tie you down even more. But the truth is that when you build it the right way, a team doesn't take your freedom, it gives your freedom to you. So, by the way, this wasn't even my first attempt to try to build a team. I have done it and failed multiple times. But the truth is that when you build it the right way, a team doesn't take your freedom, it gives your freedom. Because now things keep running, even when you're sick, on holiday, or just want to take a step back and have a baby, like I did in 2023. So from day one, my North Star has been, I don't just want a business that runs without me. I want a business that grows and evolves even without me. That is something that my mentor said to me. And the key to that has been frameworks and books like Buy Back Your Time and Who Not How, because it's not just about delegating random tasks. Over time, I have been able to delegate entire functions of the business, like lead generation, sales calls, delivery, whole parts of the machine or the factory that now creates these amazing client results. And every time I did that, it freed me up to step into a new role. And the result of that is that I now get to spend my time on the things that I'm best at, the things that I actually enjoy, the things that move the company forward the most. And that is the real shift in identity that I want you to see. It is possible to design a business where you only do the parts that excite you and make the biggest impact at the same time to your business. So building a team doesn't mean becoming a full-time manager. Actually, I don't manage anyone on my team. We have one team member, like a chief of staff, operations manager, who does that and only that. And it means creating a structure where the right people handle the right things and you only focus on what you do best. So instead of saying that I have to do this because I'm the founder, you realize that literally every single thing can be outsourced. Everything. Like, you don't need to be doing the things that you hate or despise doing. And once you embrace that, your whole perspective changes, because the goal is not to be trapped in your business. The goal is to create a company that grows beyond you, while you step fully into your zone of genius. So this isn't about me sipping on margaritas on the beach. That is not even what I want. I want to do what I love doing the most and just focus on that. And now my work days are really structured in that way, and my calendar looks like something that I really enjoy doing. And it's not just me. Our clients are applying the exact same framework, and what it really gives them is freedom to impact more people without burning themselves out. Take Anni, for example. She's a health coach and a mom, and she now makes $40,000 months, and she doesn't have to take sales calls or client calls herself. That means that she can help way more clients than before while still being present with her family. Or Sari, a keto coach, she scaled to 40K months as well using this method and model too. And now she runs a business that funds her lifestyle, lets her travel, and keeps her schedule flexible. She's impacting more people than ever without being chained to her calendar. And that is the beauty of this model. It works across niches, it creates more freedom, and it lets you serve at a higher level while earning more at the same time. And if you want a concrete blueprint that sums up these 3 stages and shows you exactly what to focus on at each point, grab the free table linked below, because it's the same framework that I use with my clients, and it helps you see where you are right now and what to do next.